pessoal, boa tarde a todos vocês. Estamos aqui, mais uma livezinha no canal do Comando Aquiles. Eu sei que o título aí da live tá errado, mas é porque o YouTube aqui tá com algum problema. Eu não tô conseguindo acessar para poder editar o nome da live. Vou ver se alguém lá no clã consegue. Rapidinho. O pessoal vai editar, mas enquanto isso, estamos aqui hoje, livezinha de NBA. Continuando aqui a nossa campanhazinha que eu tô fazendo que eu tô jogando aqui no modo carreira aqui, jogando no Miami Heat. Estamos quase chegando aí a...
Everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith.
Estamos aqui jogando... Chegando quase, se Deus quiser, aqui ao playoff. Jogando aqui, chegando no playoff já. Vai carregando o jogo. Isso aí, pessoal, estamos aqui. Galera, uma boa tarde para todo mundo aí, nesse sabadão. Vamos que vamos. Aí, ó. Então é isso aí, ó, nosso roast aí, ó. Estamos jogando fora de casa. Isso aí. O Edmar Prisco, daqui a pouco eu vou ver o RP de ontem. Vale a pena, cara, que ontem foi bacana. Se vocês quiserem jogar também. Eu sei, gente, o título tá errado, mas é porque eu não tô conseguindo editar. O YouTube tá com algum problema aqui. Já tá aqui, ó. Boa. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo botar pelo menos a voz dos narradores aqui um pouquinho mais alto. Fica tão esquisito.
Counteraction or some kind of slip screen where they execute something that carries over from clipboard to hardware.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic is out there with AI. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low.
Vamos bem.
I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Dragic kicks to AI. To the inside. Adebayo passes to AI. Johnson. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Que merda, hein, maluco? Tomou um tocaço ali. Burrão. Começamos bem, né? Boas jogadas pro time dos caras, né? Ih, rapaz, eu esqueci aqui. Vamos lá. Aí, tá tudo certinho.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Passes it to AI. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Gay, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Pass to Johnson. AI outside.
Yeah.
The assist. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Murray kicks to Aldridge. To the paint, here's Gay, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gay's got his first bucket in this one.
That's too easy. A player of Rudy Gay's scoring prowess, he's salivating on shots like that.
Johnson finds Richardson. Now here's Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Porra, ó, tamo jogando, o time tá jogando mal hoje. Não, você viu um vídeo do Xbox Mil Grau de um jornalista que foi lá cá dublando o Gear 5 e dublou, deu aquela oprimida básica? Cara, não vi não, velho.
San Antonio leading, and San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players, just interesting combinations.
Vou comprar um Xbox esse ano quando você arrumar um trampo. Vai sair um novo agora no que vem, cara.
What their role is, who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that.
Próximo no quarto, 23-23.
Here's AI playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Here's Johnson. A miss that time would have put him up.
O último jogo lá em Oklahoma foi um jogão pra caralho. A marcação dos caras é muito forte.
A lot of preparation, demanding fitness standards. There's a lot to digest.
Well, Pat Riley is still around, isn't he, Kevin? So with that fact, Eric Spoelstra doesn't stray too far from what it is that brought Pat Riley a ton of success in Miami in setting up that culture and that sort of work mentality on a daily basis. You gotta be tough.
E é de 3.
You gotta be willing to work if you're in Miami.
Manu and DeRozan are the wings.
Ginobili aí, Ginobili de cadeira de roda aqui jogando. Ginobili de cadeira de roda aqui jogando.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Adebayo. AI outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 16, Adebayo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Ginobili against Johnson. Ginobili kicks to Gay. Over Richardson. And another basket for San Antonio.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Back to Johnson. Shoots the 3. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Walker's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Miami with a change here, too. Goran Dragic is checked in for Tyler Johnson. Murray kicks to Walker.
Aqui, ó.
Plumlee in the post. Yep.
Quase que eu
I need to
mandei
see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Heat trail by 3. It's AI on the wing.
É de 3. Deu.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Tá foda. Hoje, por acaso, se... Hoje a gente tá jogando... A marcação tá boa, tá funcionando.
to the paint from 11 feet away, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, AI, he can beat you inside and outside, and then once he gets that mid-range going, just unstoppable as a complete scorer.
And another basket for San Antonio.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Outside Dragic. Back to AI. Here's Johnson. Rebound by
Nossa,
Murray.
ele desse me
Can't
tivesse
afford
me
to let guys
passado.
get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Shoots from 12. DeRozan's shot is off. Here's AI. He has 7.
Adebayo, ó.
And
Isso
good
é uma
coming
assistência,
on the
hein?
assist by AI.
Isso é uma assistência, hein?
Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, aware of everybody on the floor that time.
Ooh.
AI knowing he could get that one to his teammate. This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So
Defense! Defense! Tá lá, ó. Galera lá pedindo a defesa, defesa, defesa. Estamos aí, ó. Nesse sabadão.
Connected.
Nossa rodada aí da...
Channel switched.
you got to
Na
like what
nossa
DeMar DeRozan
rodada
has
aí.
done in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Lá, ó.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor
Whoa.
for Miami, Richardson
Boa,
and
hein?
Johnson are the forwards.
Aí, ó. Marcação em
AI
cima do
is
cara.
out there with Dragic, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David
Olá.
Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last
Layup.
out against the Thunder was outstanding. He finished with 27 points and was effective from long range as well, with a number of threes. That outing from him helped assure the win and enabled his team continuing its win streak. It will be interesting to see if the momentum carries on here tonight, Kevin.
Que isso,
All right,
hein?
David, thanks. He lifted
Que
his
isso,
game
hein?
to an unreal level that night.
Que isso, hein?
He showed how
Ó.
dangerous he is when he's at
Isso
his
foi uma
best.
jogada lá, Michael
Man,
Jordan, hein?
he'd love to keep that hot streak going.
Eu já vi o Jordan fazendo essa porra uma
Would you guys
porrada
be
de vezes, hein?
surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Johnson against Gay. Here's Aldridge. The shot's good.
Sou muito baixo
Aldridge
pra
has got his
encarar o
second
Aldridge,
basket of the
mano.
game. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
It feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center
sim.
or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be
Aí
mobile.
sim.
They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able
Pô,
to
vocês sério
switch
que vão
out, most
deixar...
importantly, defensively, to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best four-man and slide them down to the 5, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the
Isso
floor.
aí, ó.
Good examples. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Plumlee. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for Murray. And then for Miami, Olynyk is checked in for Adebayo. Justice Winslow
Oh.
comes in for Johnson. And Dion Waiters
Agora
in
não
for
deu.
Josh Richardson.
And gotta like
O
what
posicionamento
they've
foi
been
bom,
doing
mas agora
down
não deu.
low in the post.
Spurs passing it around. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Traps in the tray. DeRozan's got 13.
And you want to talk about high volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this
Isso, hein?
game in a big way.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Ah, não. Dei mole.
And Justice Winslow
Errei a movimentação
like
aqui.
that.
And guys, I
Cadê o GTRP, pô? Já calma, daqui a pouco eu vou entrar lá. O Snake daqui a pouco vai chegar. A gente vai abrir mais live do GTRP. Não se preocupe.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. AI kicks to Winslow. AI passes to Dragic. It's stolen by DeRozan. Stolen by AI. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Back to Gasol. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Tá foda, hein?
How about the incredible
Tô marcando muito mal.
He absolutely hammered it down. Timeout called, the Heat. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Aldridge out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Plumlee, then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in a
O cara jogou errado ainda, burro pra caralho.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless. No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Johnson kicks to Conley. AI right side. That's in there. Conley with the assist. AI's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, AI is just torching the defense. You can't take away everything from a great player, but you got to take away something.
And the basket by DeRozan.
O maluco tá acabando com o jogo mesmo.
Bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. AI dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Richardson. AI passes to Johnson. AI double team.
Isso, hein?
That one falls.
Aí sim.
AI's got the lead back up to 7 now for Miami.
Aí sim.
AI gets the ball in that painted area. He's just got a number of ways that he can go to cause damage.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The first one falls. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. The Heat also with the sub. Dragic is checked in. In the corner, it's Richardson. He kicks to Dragic. There's the pass to Adebayo. Now, here's Richardson. He dishes it to AI. Again, AI missing. Picked him clean.
Opa!
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin?
I see.
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Johnson kicks to AI. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I
Spurs
see.
trail by 8. Up top, DeRozan. He's guarded by AI. Over AI. And it's San Antonio with another.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Adebayo passes to AI. And he gets it to go.
3 marcando não segura não,
He's
filho.
got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Here's DeRozan. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. He gives them a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Heat lead.
Isso aí, mano.
This is a game they
O EA é
to feel
foda.
good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Heat.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest,
Caralho, o cara foi embora, maluco do caralho.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this.
And so Miami takes this one by a big
Ganhamos.
margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all.
All right,
É, eu
David,
só tô
thank
controlando
you.
um jogador
Thank you for
porque
joining us. That'll
eu
do
tô
it
jogando a
for now.
carreira, entendeu?
For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony,
Só
and
tô
David
jogando,
Hall.
eu só tô controlando um
This is
jogador.
Kevin Harlan, along with our two.
Tô controlando o time todo não. É isso aí, eu só tô controlando um jogador só. Não tô controlando porque eu tô jogando a carreira.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Eu já sou o grande destaque do time já.
Following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star.
And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball.
Lá na casa dos Bucks.
Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the author of the 700-page book of basketball, a must-read, Bill Simmons.
It's great to be here, and everyone wants me to rewrite that book, but I don't have it in me. So much has changed in basketball over the last 9 years. I got to redo my Hall of Fame pyramid, but I can't sit down and do it, Kevin. I think it's going to last.
How long did it take you to write
Chegando de
It was
3
3
já.
years of my life, and I was younger. Now it would just be coffee all day, trying to stay awake for it.
But a New York Times bestseller for multiple
It
weeks.
was number one. Yeah, it was great.
Absolutely.
And it taught me that I knew people love basketball. And I think we've seen this decade as basketball has just blossomed into something much bigger than I think it's ever been. I can tell with the book, people liked it.
Taking a look at Miami. 6 games off the lead. They're most definitely in the thick of things.
And you know, for the Heat, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now
Bela
the
bola do
question
Johnson aí.
becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a
Loreto
whole
magrinho,
different
pois
ball
é,
game in
cara.
the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball, but we will find out soon enough.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. AI is out there with Conley, and it's
Nossa.
Adebayo in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, here's the thing. AI has a great feel for how he's being defended. Very difficult to stop him without fouling.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And the second free throw, good.
What you're really impressed with, the way AI competes night in and night out, raises the bar for his teammates, holds everyone accountable.
Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post a smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Oh, quase.
Bucks have gone
Quase jogada a lá Michael Jordan, hein?
The pass to Bledsoe. Out left to the wing. On deep, Ilyasova. It's hauled in by Richardson. Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill. You mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it from one play and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up or he's running
Só
off the screen.
assistência, rapaziada.
It's a lot.
Isso aí é uma assistência, hein?
Like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do. Where, yeah, you run them off screens.
Aquilo ali sim nós podemos chamar de assistência.
Get out of my way, guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolute
score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
And
mulherada aí, ó,
calls their
fazendo
first
show
time
do
out of the
intervalo.
game, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Tá lá o
Just a
viadinho lá.
terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was...
Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
Que
And
isso,
they're
hein?
bringing
Que
kids up and down
passe.
off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're gonna
Isso é um
have
passe,
a
hein?
better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college, they show up in September, they're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college, and they might last, you know, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th, and they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So
filho, tem
I would
bastante
much rather
coisa.
see the G League
Assim, ó, isso,
work,
pronto. Aí.
and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Johnson and Richardson are the wings. James Johnson is out there with Adebayo. And it's AI in at the 1 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 27 points and was on the mark several times from beyond the three-point arc. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
Whoa!
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
Bledsoe looking it over. Middleton with it. AI picks him up. Conley against Bledsoe. The dish now to Ilyasova. That one doesn't drop.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to Johnson. Kicks to Richardson. Heat moving the ball around. AI from long range.
Porra, dei mole.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for AI. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 4th in scoring, and also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Antetokounmpo against Richardson. 4 on the clock. Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
Boa!
Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Smitty's so great to have built with us a guy who's ahead of the curve creatively.
Bora lá, bora
He was
lá.
a pioneer in blogging.
Isso aí, ó.
Emmy nominated for his work on
Dominando
documentaries.
aqui,
The guy never stops
NBA.
thinking of new ways to produce content.
Timeout called. The
Mulherada
Bucks.
aí, ó,
Yeah, the
dançando e
amount
tal.
of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to
Tô
talk
com um
about.
banco de
You know,
reserva,
for
ó.
the most part, their perimeter D is holding
Time
up.
titular
But
aqui,
they
ó.
might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's
Conley.
Van Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. And a new group in for the Heat. Olenek, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And so it's the Miami Heat out in front by 17
Vou
points.
ganhando na casa dos caras, hein? Detalhe. 35-18.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
Middleton and Giannis are out on the wings.
Passe, hein?
Lopez
Que
is out
passe,
there
hein?
with Ilyasova,
Ah.
and it's Bledsoe in at the point. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his
Porra,
hamstring
o cara fez
completely
merda.
off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Shoots. And
Livrinho.
AI gets it to
Foi.
go on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got 3 assists in the game.
Só aquele barulho do Chua, hein?
Bucks trail by 17. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo over Richardson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Demorando aqui com a galera.
It's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Count it, good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Conley, the pass to AI. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
E é de 3 essa
Conley's
porra,
got
meu
4
irmão.
assists in the game.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Johnson finds Richardson.
Boa.
And it's Richardson
Lindo
slamming it
passe.
down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Conley against Bledsoe. Pass to
O
Middleton.
pessoal perguntou se eu já finalizei o King of Deliverance. Não, ainda não. Eu tô um pouquinho sem tempo de trazer live dele, mas eu quero ver se eu já resolvo
That
isso aí
shot, no good.
por amanhã.
Trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
You often hear great players say,
Nosso.
I want to be the leader of this team. But
Errado.
Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example, and then a lot of the guys,
Que isso,
obviously,
hein?
some of the best. They can
Que
take it
isso,
to the-
hein? Olha a
the vocal
rotação.
part.
Olha a rotação,
But you get
galera.
asked to be a leader, it just
Fazendo a
happens.
rotação
Needs to
aqui
happen organically, doesn't it?
no fundo do
Yes,
garrafão,
it is.
como?
Timeout called, the
Metendo
Bucks.
essa bolinha
And
lá.
this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call
Bela rotação
timeout,
aqui
try
agora.
to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's
On the court for the Heat, Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic is out there with
Penetração aí, ó.
AI. And it's Adebayo in at the 5.
And now you see they're starting to really
Bela
work the
jogada.
ball inside.
Bucks trail by 20.
Jogar um FIFA ou Rocket League de vez em quando. Cara, quem gosta de. Vocês têm que cobrar o FIFA do Vitor, ele é que joga essa porra. Eu não jogo não.
Bucks passing it around. Pass to Brogdon. And so on to Tecumbo looking over it. Just 5 to shoot. That one falls.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Dragic dishes to AI. Johnson inside. Working on Henson. And it's in there.
Nice presence inside. Johnson with a variety of moves and extremely good footwork makes him a difficult matchup.
Antetokounmpo passes to Zeller. It's deflected, and he recovers it, and he gets it back. And at last, they get one to fall.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
AI kicks to Dragic. Now the pass to Adebayo. Trying to get open is Johnson.
Oba, boa.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Bucks trail by 20. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Richardson cover. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 17-6 run. Antetokounmpo against Richardson. Here's Adebayo. That's tipped. Now the Bucks moving it up. Brogdon leading the charge. Wasted no time on that one. The Heat leading by 18. AI outside. Down low. Great D that time for Middleton.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Tem uma jogada de feita que não deu não.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Ilyasova finds Brogdon. Drains the three-pointer. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Pass to Adebayo. It's Richardson on the wing.
O cara perdeu potência. Se devolver essa bola pra mim, eu ia entrar com tudo ali.
Pass to Adebayo.
Ah, não, errei. Boa.
Stolen by AI.
Recuperei.
Back to Richardson. Adebayo kicks to AI. Buries it from three-point range.
Boa.
AI's got 12 points in just the
Ou até um
second
CSS a gente traz direto aí, camarada. A gente traz direto aí. CS.
Impressive win for the Heat.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3.
Aí, ó, melhor jogador da partida aí, ó.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, it'll go down as their 48th win.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
He kicks to Johnson. Back to AI. Waiters passes to AI. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Always a good bet to convert from mid-range. AI capable of scoring on all 3 levels.
Ilyasova dishes to Bledsoe. To the middle. Lopez with the bucket.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. Olynyk the pass to AI. Back to Olynyk. Takes the 13-footer.
Porra.
Good coming on the assist.
Isso aí, galera, que é que a gente chama de abrir espaço.
Lead by 20.
Eu levei 2 na minha marcação, o cara ficou sozinho ali pra chutar.
Pass to Ilyasova. to the paint. Connaughton,
Ó.
and the layup is good.
Aí o meu time marcou errado agora.
To the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all.
Oh, que pena!
Offense here, the Bucks.
Pô, velho!
Snell finds Bledsoe. Off target with his three.
Que pena, mano.
Now here's Waiters. AI from long range. Off target with that shot. And so Miami takes this one by a big
Porra, que
margin.
pena,
This
cara.
one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Pô, quase que a gente mandou ali uma ponte aérea, velho. Ó. Operador Fabric, salve, cheguei agora. Salve, salve aí, meu camarada.
It's the 2K Sports
Outro
pregame
jogo aí, ó.
show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation.
Marcos Garcia, esses gameplays de NBA são legais. NBA, eu gosto bastante de basquete, cara. Eu acompanho já desde que eu era moleque, bicho. Eu vi Jordan jogando.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And it's back to Miami for the Heat at the conclusion of today's game. And back in action is John Wall. They are more than happy he's suited up and ready to play. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Heat, Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Conley out there with AI. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. Al Richardson, Bradley Beal missing from long range.
Nossa, caralho. Os caras vieram com tudo aqui.
Outside, Wall. Over Conley. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Here at the end of the season, players fighting through fatigue. Chris, is there anything else the league can do to help keep guys staying fresh and healthy?
Okay, I'm a little old school.
Tomei.
Wake up and go to work.
Recuperei. Second shot.
Think about this. When Wilt Chamberlain and those guys were playing in shoes that were made of cloth, when they didn't have any tape, and they were riding on planes, not in first class, and travel was worse, and they still had 82 games. What are we talking about? The guys are okay. It's okay. Everybody's all right. They'll live. I think right now we're babying them too much anyway, trying to give more time off. It's okay. I mean, that's one thing that we can say is consistent. There's always been 82 games, and if anything, players before this generation has had less rest. So I don't look at it as they need more rest. I look at it like, man, toughen up, let's go.
Que isso, hein? Como é que eu achei o Conley ali? Que jogada!
I mean, that's about the only way he can score from there.
Jogada
Perfect
aqui,
use
ó.
of the reverse in the face of some tough
Wall,
D.
bola. Tô marcando esse malandro aqui. Vamos lá.
Outside, Wall. The dish to Beal.
Bill.
And that comes
Pô,
off
o
the
cara
assist
pegou.
by John Wall.
As lethal as they come from distance, Bill's outside shot is a thing of beauty.
Johnson, the pass to AI. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Johnson, good.
Muito bom.
Johnson's got his first points of the night. And the Wizards with possession. Outside, Beal. All with it. AI picks him up. Back to Beal. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Bote.
not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
Johnson
Boa,
gets the bucket.
linda bola.
You can tell a player who learned the game the hard way, like AI did. I mean, those are the guys making passes like that.
Takes a shot at the elbow. That shot no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Last time they met was in Miami.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got
boa,
scoring
mas
from
não deu
up
não.
and down their lineup.
Well, yeah, we saw how deep they can go. No drop off at all. I mean, when they went to their bench, the points just kept coming.
Morris is checked in for Jeff Green. The Heat also changing it up. Olenek, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Justice Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Dragic in for Mike Conley.
Such a dangerous scorer. Bill, he's superb at knowing when to fire immediately off the catch and shoot.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Now here's Wall. Following the miss by AI. And Wall kicks to Beal. Not three off the mark.
They haven't been able to count on his scoring tonight, but still, here they are in the lead.
Winslow, the pass to AI. And Dragic has it in the corner. Inside. Pass to Olenek. Lock at 6. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Tá caindo.
And Washington the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when
Achei
you
o
don't make the
Johnson.
extra pass.
Nossa,
The
o
field
Johnson é
goal
monstro
percentage
hoje,
can
hein?
go south.
And setting the tone early with a strong
Johnson tá
move
monstro
to
hoje,
rack.
hein?
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the stripe.
Here's Wall. Following the score by James Johnson. Here's Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Dragic dishes to AI. A reverse, and it's sent back by Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
O jogo tá foda, tá muito pesado aqui. A marcação aqui no fundo tá muito pesada. Será que um dia viremos um simulador de peste no CKLR? Quem sabe? É chato pra caralho. Vou falar com o Leandro, que ele gosta de jogo de simulador.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
For Washington, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. AI is out there with Conley. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. And the shot goes down.
The mid-range game of Bill is so solid. The D has to be right up on him when he's on this area of the floor.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He ended up with 25 points and was effective from long range as well, with a number of threes. He played a tremendous all-around game. Love to see that type of effort. Let's see if he can maintain that kind of energy tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. Over in the corner, Green. And it's Wall in the corner. No good on the 3. Miami trailing. There's AI with a 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. AI's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Wall against Conley. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. Wall against Conley. 14 feet away. Wall, no luck. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Johnson kicks to AI. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Down low. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Bora lá, ó. Aqui, ó.
It's Beal on the wing.
Prevendo aqui, ó, o movimento.
44 seconds left in the first half.
Caralho.
Shot to stop the run, and that's good for 2.
Caiu.
Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
AI kicks to Richardson. Back to AI. And it's Miami with another.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside, Beal. Over Richardson. Beal can't get it to go.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Out to the right wing. And here's Richardson. That shot wide open. Richardson's got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. AI has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat.
Irmão.
What a quarter that saw them generate a great
Jogando
comeback
bem aí, ó.
effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them.
Alguém viu a provimentação que a Globo tá fazendo? Ele tá querendo fazer, né? Com respeito ao termo bicha. Como tom de brincadeira a respeito do goleiro da Bolívia. Ah, eu quero que ela vá tomar no cu. Globo é um lixo, pô.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Howard is out there with Green, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be various from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be, and the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there executing every day in the court.
Good stuff. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things.
Que jogada, hein? Essa jogada, esse flup aí foi foda, hein?
DA, thank you.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Howard finds Porter. Here's Morris. Over Conley. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Throughout his career,
O jogo tá bem disputado.
The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
Back to Conley. From outside the arc. Rebound.
Porra, deu mole. Esse passe pra mim tava livre.
Got his 5th rebound in this one. Seems weird, doesn't it, to call Howard an old-school type player? Because, C-Web, I remember when he was considered new school.
Oh, yeah, I do too. That's when I played against him. Yeah, the explosiveness at his size that back then felt new. But he was your classic back-to-the-basket, rim-protecting center. And once you feed him the ball, it was rarely coming back out.
Here's Wall after the Heat pick up 2. On the wing, Morris. Beal from long range. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Porter. Ellington kicks to Conley, takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent at realizing when to pull the trigger. Conley's outside shot so dangerous.
Ball passes to Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, John Wall.
Washington shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic is out there with AI. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Green, missing. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention. And he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Mahinmi trying to get open. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Satoransky.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. These are competing guys.
And AI gets it to go.
This is what we call volume scoring. Hard to imagine AI having a bigger impact than he's having tonight.
Oh, no.
And there's the pass to Mahinmi. Outside, Green. Back to Mahinmi. Green inside. Richardson cover. A fader. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dragic kicks to AI. Adebayo passes to Dragic. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And here we go. Washington fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. Gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Mahinmi. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Kelly Oubre, and Beal subbed in for Satoransky. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by AI. Howard. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent. He always knows where to roll to the right spot.
Richardson the pass to AI. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done. AI's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded by AI. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Oh.
Howard finishing it off.
Now, this is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
And a tremendous Unleashed Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And
Que isso, hein?
That's good on the assist by
Que isso, hein? Que troca de passe é essa aí, hein? Ó. Caralho. Desmontou completamente toda a defesa adversária. Não teve nem o que os caras faziam.
Rivers with it. Outside, Beal. Porter trying to free himself up. They get the rebound. And the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Porter is fantastic in these spots. When his team needs a bucket, he feels comfortable shooting.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The score is tied at 59. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a
Sou
moment for our
jogador.
Jordan player of the game, AI.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive.
Ó,
And boy, did
isso aí,
he
hein?
make them pay.
All
Passe
right,
foi
let's
foda.
catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
There's Wall, following the score by James Johnson. Beal taking his time here. It's over Ellington. Another shot. They kick it out to Green. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. AI passes to Johnson. Back to AI. And the bucket is good.
Porra.
3-point play chance here for him.
Now, that is cold.
É nóis, caralho.
We want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
And that one misses.
Yeah, it wasn't a direct
É difícil
pass
pra
to
caralho
him,
acertar
but
lance livre quando você tá fora de casa. Ah.
You name it. He had to earn this one. Oh, Wall embraces pressure. Look, he lives for it. Doesn't shy away when the game is on.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And that could not come at a better time. AI willing to put the team on his back in big situations.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
É nóis aí, irmão.
Seconds left in the fourth. It's Beal on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Caralho.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
It's showing off a really smooth stroke.
Tô aqui nessa merda, meu irmão. Tô pensando o quê?
To their lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
De novo. Porra, marca esse cara aí, caralho.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
5 pontos, hein?
Here's Wall. From 12 feet out. A putback. It's hauled in by Richardson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Wall kicks to Porter. Passes to Green. It's Beal on the wing. Knocks down the 3.
Oh, they feel comfortable going to Beal down the stretch. He's a big-time gamer who welcomes pressure.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And here's Wall outside. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Heat winning this one.
Ganhamos, caralho.
Under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean,
Isso aí, ó. Ganhamos na dificuldade, na raça. Mas tamo aí, ó.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Caralho.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
É isso aí, pessoal. Bom, vamos terminando a live por aqui. Avançamos aí bastante, são 2 horas. Daqui a pouquinho o Snake vai estar trazendo uma live do GTRP. Se não, mais daqui a pouco, mais à noite. Tem mais live por aí hoje para comer, tá? Então, tudo de bom pra vocês e até daqui a pouco. E eu tô indo daqui a pouquinho lá pro nosso servidor do GTRP. Quem quiser dar um pulinho lá para jogar com a gente e tal, daqui a pouco estamos chegando lá. Valeu!